Hi guys, this is AC Gamer back with another video on Nikke Goddess of Victory. So I just realized I haven't really made any videos regarding the cube that we have in game, so the harmony cubes. So I wanted to make a video on that to go over the best harmony cubes in the game, the cube you guys should be using for your characters, and a specific website that you can use to find out the best cubes you want to use for certain characters. So overall, this video should be helping you guys out in terms of which cubes you should give your character and which cubes you should be working on. So hopefully you guys like this video. Stay tuned for more content on Nikke Goddess of Victory. If you guys don't want to miss out on future content on the game, make sure that post notification is on. And if you guys find this video helpful and overall useful, then obviously click the like button. Help me out by clicking the like button. So let's get right into it. So how many harmony cubes do we have in game? Is there like a way? I believe there is a way you can check it. Let me go over to Outpost real quick. Sorry, I didn't mean Outpost. Let's go over to Lost Sector, and then we can take a look at the amount of harmony cubes are available in the game. So I believe there is 6. So there's 1, 2, well actually there may be 7 now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the undiscovered cube. I believe that would make it 7. But yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and out of the 6, I feel like only 3 of them are the best ones to work on, and then the other ones are pretty niche in terms of the usefulness and roles. The ones you primarily want to work on the most is definitely going to be this 3 specific ones, but there's 2 in particular that I would tell you guys to focus more on. So in my opinion, the best 3 cubes in the game is the Resilience cube, as well as can I exit? Oh my days. As well as the Bastion cube, as well as the Wingman cube. However, in terms of which one is the best, okay, it depends on the character. But I think Bastion cube is number one, then Resilience cube, and then the Wingman cube at number 3. Now, in terms of the Resilience cube and the Bastion cube, you don't want to use Bastion cubes on specific characters. Now, if you go over to the skills of this cube, okay, there we go. So reload 2 rounds. Now, there is specific characters in the game that work by doing last hit. The last hit gives them a special effect, so certain characters do not want to put this cube on. Those specific characters are like Privity, where the last hit increases stuff. And let me just go ahead and check on Privity right now. So go over to Privity, take a look at her skills. So activates, yeah, when last bullet hits the targets, you basically deal additional damage. After the hit by the last round of ammunition, if they are stunned, you get an additional attack as well. So with characters like Privity, as well as the latest Pilgrim character Dorothy, you don't want to give her Bastion cubes. However, the majority of the characters in the game will want her have the Bastion cube because of how insane it is. So the Bastion cubes basically helps with recovering your rounds. So I believe when you get the Bastion cubes to level 7, you are able to refund 3 bullets per 100 shots fired. So that is going to be insane in terms of making sure that you guys have a lot more ammo, and with a lot more ammo you are able to deal a lot more damage. Now I've actually, okay, Bastion cube as well as the Bastion cubes falls off a little bit when you have yourself some Overlord gear. Actually, it doesn't really fall off, it gets benefit when you have Overlord gear, or Overload gear, sorry, because you can increase your max ammo capacity by a lot. I believe 1 Overload gear can increase it maximum by 85%, and now with this Bastion cube you're able to refund a lot more ammo, so it means you're able to deal a lot more damage. So in my opinion, Bastion cube gets a lot better when you have Overload gear on your damage dealers, and trust me, becomes very, very good. Now, in terms of priority, I definitely will prioritize the Bastion cube and trying to level this up a lot more. Like I said, the recommended level to upgrade your Bastion cube is at level 7. I am still at level 5, but I am close. As you can see, I only need 7 more of this Bastion battery to be able to level this to level 6, and then eventually to level 7. So it's going to probably take me about 3 to 2 months before I can do that. But once I've done that, my characters will be able to do a lot more damage. Now in terms of resilience cube, like I said, for specific characters this could be the best cube for them, because what it does, it reloads, increases the reload speed. You can also give this to your damage dealer. I believe at the start of the game, when many people didn't have overload gear, the best cube to use was the resilience cube, because increasing your reload speed was the best thing to do. However, when you get yourself overload gear, is it overload? Yeah, overload gear, you don't necessarily need resilience cube, because you're able to increase your ammo capacity, and in that return, or in that upgrade, you definitely need the bastion cubes to just make sure you have a lot more ammo. Now with characters like Modernia, once Modernia gets overload gear, she increases her ammo by a lot, and then you would absolutely see the benefit of using bastion cube on her. But personally, I still use this is it this one, crit rate? No, not this one. For Modernia, I use the assault cube for her just to increase the crit rate, hit rate, sorry. I believe she gets a buff from that. But overall, bastion cube insane. A resilience cube will be the second best one, can sometimes be the first best one for specific characters. This is insane. For characters like Scarlet, where you realize that her reload time takes too long, you can either go ahead, well, if you have overload gear on your character like Scarlet, you definitely just want to go with Bastion or Resilience to reduce the reload speed. But I do feel like the Bastion gear will, the Bastion cube, sorry, will be the best fit to do. But like I said, both of these cubes are insane. Now let's talk about the Wingman cube. Now as you can see, I leveled this to level 4. I kind of regret that. I should have just stuck with level 3, honestly, and then worked on getting my Bastion cubes to level 4, to level 6, and then work on my resilience cube as well. The reason why I worked on this was because I wanted to have more slots available to give to characters, because I have significantly a lot more characters than many people. So I need a lot more cubes, because I'm running PvP. I need to make sure I have cubes for like majority of my characters, and the 3 best ones I definitely want to have like 3 slots available for it. But I definitely should have worked on my resilience gear to level 4 rather than my Wingman gear, because I didn't mean to go that. I don't really need the, I wouldn't say the Wingman cube, sorry, was the best thing to go with. It's the third best, but in my opinion, the resilience and the Bastion cubes are just a lot more better. But with this one, you're basically able to get yourself, well, increase your max ammo capacity, which is great. But I definitely would see a better use for the Bastion as well as the resilience. But this is by no means bad. It is very, very good. Now in terms of the other cubes we have, like this have like niche uses, but for characters with like charging, so sniper characters as well as the what's it called, the rocket launcher characters, this could be very, very good for them, like very, very strong. However, do you want to prioritize working on cubes that can only be used for certain characters, or cubes that can be used for majority of the character? As well as Onslaught 1, basically charge damage, like I said, this can be used. I believe the charge damage helps with gaining regeneration, burst regeneration, or is it the other one? Let me go ahead and check. Yeah, so for characters with charging, this will probably be the better one compared to this one over here. This could be good, but I definitely think the damage one will be better because the percentage increases a lot more. So if I go over to, okay, I've already leveled this to level 2. Oof. Anyways, yeah, in percentage increase for this one is going to be better compared to this one. So therefore, it let's see, can I 1.6 doesn't tell you what it increases to. Whatever. Yeah, but yeah, that is it in terms of the cubes that are very, very good. Like I said, Bastion number 1, then the resilience, and then Wingman number 3. Number 4, I would go with the is it assault? This can only, okay, maybe assault, or you could go with Onslaught as number 4, being the best, like number 4 being, sorry, that makes no sense, being the 4th best cube. And then for last, we would have the adjutant cube instead. But yeah, that is it. Hopefully you guys like this video. Stay tuned for more content on Nikke Goddess of Victory. Now in terms of the best cube for specific characters, Like I said, the character requires or has a skill where it says last hit, you definitely want to give them the resilience cube instead. And if a character that is your damage dealer, you want to give them the bastion cube. And then there are specific characters that require specific buffs on them. So if we go over to Modernia and the skills, so hit rate increases, and it says so yeah, activates when normal attack hits 200 times during increased hit rate, so you increase your damage even more. So you definitely want to give her the hit rate cube. So yeah, certain characters might require certain stuff in the future. So if you guys want to know which cubes you want to use for specific characters, then you can go over to pridewin.gg for Nikke, and there is a guide section which details the cubes you can use for each individual characters available in the game. Hopefully I should leave a link down in the comment section and in the description of the video for you guys to go into pridewin.gg to see the best cube for each individual character. But yeah, it's been your boy AC Gamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm out.